So could that kind of water emergency ever happen in the Tucson area? Not on Your Side's Tammy Vo went to find the answer, and she's here with that information.
Our graphics department built some graphics to give our viewers some perspective on how much backup water we have right here in the Tucson area. Let's take, for example, Arizona Stadium. Fill it with 1 foot of water. This is about how much water 3 families will consume in an entire year. Now picture this. Arizona Stadium filled with 7.5 miles of water. That is how much water the city says that they are saving every year so that what happened in Safford doesn't happen here. When it comes to using water, this is all we really think about. As long as it comes out of the faucet, you're good. But where does our water come from, and is there enough?
This is where we bring Colorado River water into the basin.
Tucson Water gave 9 on Your Side a look at this restricted area about 45 minutes west of Tucson. The city buys huge amounts of water stored in these giant pools from the Colorado River and pumps it out to customers. We're at a time now where we're seeing some cities panic because of the drought and they just don't have water. Do we have to worry here in the Tucson area?
No, in Tucson, we have our allocation of Colorado River water, so we know that for the time being, as long as drought does not impact our deliveries or our access to that water, we're doing pretty good.
They also store huge amounts of water out here for backup.
We are actually recharging more water than we're using on an annual basis, so we're building up our water bank account, so to speak, by putting more water in the ground that we use.
I'm sure that conservation is always important. What would you like to see people do more of in their everyday lives?
The simple things like making sure your dishwasher is full when you run it. A dishwasher will use 20 gallons of water, whether it has 2 dishes or 50 dishes.
Also, the city will give you a rebate for getting a more water-efficient toilet. These are the little things we can all do to make sure Tucson doesn't dry up. You may have seen your water bills go up over the years. Well, I am told that the city is using that money to expand and maintain their water storage basins. They tell me what customers are paying for is reliability so that they can ensure, Jennifer, that the water still remains there tomorrow.
And I guess there are people who would argue you can't put a price on that.
Sure,
all right,
absolutely.
So there's always a what-if scenario. So is there a backup plan if, let's say, there's a drought in the Rockies and then that Colorado River supply runs dry?
Yeah, it's interesting. The weather conditions elsewhere could impact our water supply. And yes, they say first that backup is that water supply that's being saved west of Tucson, which is where we were earlier today. And the city still, they say, actually maintain groundwater wells as a backup. And the water that comes from those groundwater wells comes from rain and snowfall closer here to home. And let's hope that we never have to tap into that.
Amen to that. Tammy, thanks so much.